Hello everyone, I'm back again with another haul video today for you, and this time it's a seaside haul video, and it's of some things that I've purchased when I was at the seaside, also other things related to the seaside I've included which I've purchased lately. The reason why I'm bringing you this haul today, it's that a couple of years ago I went to the seaside after a long few years that I hadn't been, because I used to go every year taking my children when they were younger. Since they have grown up, I haven't been. And when I went that day, it was a lovely day, I enjoyed it, so I planned to go back last year to spend the weekend. When I went last year, I purchased these things, which I'm now going to show you. So that's the reason why I'm doing this haul. Firstly, I'll show you my postcard, because I went to Southend, that's the seaside, and I bought this postcard. Moving on, I'm going to show you this item that was gifted to me by my daughter when she went to the seaside a few years before I went, which is actually in 2013. She went with a friend as an adult, and she brought me back a gift which I was surprised to receive, but still thankful, in this beautiful box. And I've kept it nice and safe. I haven't used it yet, folks. I didn't even know where it was, and it was bought in Southend, as you'll see. It says Southend on Sea. I've never seen one like this before she brought it to me, and it even's got a crab inside it. It's so well decorated, folks. I've kept it in the box that looks just like it does. And isn't it beautiful? So I've decided to include it into this haul video. Also, previously when the children were young and I went to the seaside, I decided to start some collecting. And I decided to collect not the fridge magnets, because everybody was collecting those when they went on holiday. So I didn't want to be a copycat, so I decided to start collecting the mugs. And this is the mug I purchased to share with my son, because he had something else, and I thought, oh, I could share this mug with him. As you can see, Southend on Sea, and the same picture is at the back. And this was bought many years ago, not used. It's even got the label on the date that I put on it, folks. So I could remember that I bought it in 2003, and it was at the end of September. And that is how long it's been in the cupboard. Also, a relative of mine went to the seaside and bought me back a gift. And this is from Hastings. I've been to Hastings, but I didn't start collecting anything yet, so I was really happy to receive this, to say, oh well, I've been to Hastings, to the seaside, but this actually is a gift from Hastings, which I love going to very much, but didn't get to go often, as the trips was always on a Sunday, and that's when I go to church, folks. So sadly, even though I love Hastings, I didn't get to visit more than, I think I went there twice, to be honest with you. Now, the relative also went to another seaside, which I didn't get to go to, folks, and bought me back this one from Eastbourne. And the strange thing about it, it's got the same picture like the one from Southend. It's a different shape. As you'll see, there's nothing on the back of this one, so this is a gift from Eastbourne. Moving on, there's a seaside that I love going to. I used to go there at least every other year, and sometimes every year. And this one is my favorite seaside. It's the Walton-on-the-Naze. I hope some of you that has been there will agree that it's a really, really lovely seaside. And one of the reasons why I love it so much, I didn't buy a mug, so I'm showing you a magnet, folks. I've realized I've shown you a magnet because I decided wasn't to buy a mug because they were too big and bulky in the cupboard and I wasn't using them. But the reason why I love Walton and Denise is because when I go there, the tide was always in, so it was always in at first. And then I would go onto the beach and set up my you know, my beach things, you know, the windbreaker and the umbrella as you do. And then as the time goes, the sea would go away, so the beach would sometimes get really big. By evening we would have really massive space, you know, and then I'll take the kids into the water a little bit. But they'll have a long time playing sandcastles. So of course, while making sandcastles, somebody decided to dig and found this. So I don't know how old it is, folks, but as you can see, it's a shell that's been brought home by the kids. I think it's my daughter. It's my daughter's these. The eldest one that bought me the mug. And then this one was brought home. I don't know which seaside this was brought from, folks, so I'm just showing you it because it's a shell from the seaside, but I wouldn't really know which one of the seaside, but it came from the beach, as you know. And also this other seaside that I went to that I really like a lot, I didn't buy a mug as well because, as you know, they're a bit too big. I bought a magnet for the fridge, even though I didn't want to collect magnets, but I thought, oh. And it's got Margate on it. Margate is a lovely beach. I really like it very much, as they have a donkey ride on it. And they also have a little miniature fun fair with a little train going around and around in circle and things like that. So I could sit on the beach and the children could enjoy their mini fun fair. I don't know if it's still there anymore. Also, the bathroom was downstairs, so I didn't have to have any problem taking them to that. You see, I leave one watching the things while I'll take the other two downstairs. So I really liked Margate and hope to be returning to visit it in the very near future. And also from Margate, I've purchased this. I didn't purchase a mug. As I said, the idea of mug collecting, I didn't like after a while because of the size and such the like. So yes, I managed to purchase this. So because I've had it here for many years, I'm showing it in the video. It's actually got Margate written on. You see, it's another shell. Now I'm going to show you this item that I bought in Southend many years ago again when the children were young. I used to like to bring home, well, buy them a souvenir each. Sometimes it's a balloon and other objects. I can't remember now, but this is one of the things I bought. I gave it to my eldest daughter and it's in the cabinet or the unit in the front room. So I'm showing it to you now. This is many years ago. As you see, it looks a bit faded. It's a sail and it's got Southend written on it. When my daughter went to the seaside without me, she is an adult now, so she been to the seaside and she went into the same shop and she recognized these things. So she decided to make a purchase of her own and she bought this one for herself. So when she bring it home, I thought, oh, this matches the one that I bought you when you were a little girl. Well, a young girl, not a little girl, but a young teenage girl. So this went with it. As you could see, the first one was a seal and this one is a killer whale, I believe, or yes. And then when we went last year, I went back to that same shop on the hill in Southend. I'm sure a lot of you know the shop on the hill at Southend, because if you've been there, you have to have been in that shop with all the fancy souvenirs and all different funny looking souvenir, folks. And I decided to purchase this one to add to a little collection. So it's turned into a little mini collection. We're not going to be buying any more, hopefully, of these. But then I thought, oh, they've done the grey one now. So I bought the grey one. So we've got 3 of them from Southend. It's a lovely shell with all these lovely decorated shells and this big fish on it. So that's why I'm showing it to you today. And now from Southend, I bought this one when I went last year. I says, oh, can't be buying a mug. Got mugs already. So I thought, you know, I'll buy a light to add to this collection and do a video. A whole video? Isn't that lovely? We haven't yet been on the train. Hopefully next time I'll try to ride on the train. Looks rather interested, and it looks a long ride as well. Yes, so I'm hoping to go on that train that they have going along that bridge, that pier at Southend. For you, those who know where it is would understand, and probably have been on the train also. Now moving on, I've decided to show you things related to the seaside that I did not buy at the seaside. So I've had this one a while, and it's in the shape of a shell. As you can see, it's a toothbrush holder. I thought, that's unusual. So I bought it and had it in the bathroom a while, and then we're not using it anymore. So I thought, oh, let's put it in the video. So that's why it's in the video. And I went to the supermarket doing some shopping and saw this also recently, since 2019, and I thought, that looks good. So I bought it. It's a teapot, as you can see. Isn't this unusual? It's a beautiful big shell of a teapot. I'm showing you. It's very shiny. Oh, and look at the lid, folks. Look at the lid. Isn't it lovely? So I'm not really having a teapot collection. I'm just doing a seaside related teapot. So I'll just add it on. Also, when I went, after I bought the teapot, about a few weeks later I went in and they were doing a sale, and all these were on sale. I didn't see them at full price, but I thought, oh, it's a flamingo, seaside related. So that's why this lovely flamingo mug is in the whole video, and it's in my favorite color. So I'm not going to be having tea from this one. I'm just going to use it to put, you know, little items in there that are small and cute. Here I am. I bought this also at the supermarket. I know it's not seaside related, but simply because I bought it at the same store that I bought the teapot and the flamingo. You are now seeing a unicorn in the sale, folks. That's why I purchased it. Oh, isn't he lovely and cute? He's closed his eyes. I think he's lovely. And the other shoppers that saw him, they liked him too, but he was the only one left. Isn't he cute? Now, when I was coming home from the seaside last summer, I went into Primark to have a little look around, and in the sale I found this that I've seen on a lot of haul videos, so that's why I'm showing it to you today. I've bought it on my way from the seaside, so that's why it's related to the haul video, because I bought it when I was coming from the seaside. See, it's Aladdin's magic lamp. I'm just showing it to you because I finally did get to purchase one when it was reduced, which was really lovely to see in the shop. And I'm going to finish now by showing you this. I purchased for my daughter many years ago when she was a young girl, and I've added to her to the haul video today because she's seaside related. I didn't purchase her at the seaside, but you will see that she is a mermaid sitting on top of a shell, or some would call it an oyster shell. Yeah, but that's why she's in the video today. I've showed you this one before, which says Southend again, because that's where I bought it. And I'm going to show you this one that I bought last year. This is the prettiest. I hope you will agree. Hi everyone. Today I'm completing my seaside hauls with a few things that I've purchased from this year, summer 2019, at 2 seaside that I've been through this summer. So first I'm going to show you a fridge magnet from Brighton. I went with my daughters for the day. Very colorful magnet. Also, I bought a plate of the Royal Pavilion there. And I bought another fridge magnet. As you will see, it's similar to the plate. My daughter liked this one, so I just decided to buy the two in the end. Moving on, I also went to Margate, and while I was there I purchased this magnet. Very pretty. And also this one. I like the large colorful letters on it and the beautiful bright colored umbrella. And my daughter bought me this one as a gift, and she gave it to me when I got home. So I've got an extra fridge magnet this time, and I bought myself a postcards with quite a few different scenes on it. I bought much more things at this seaside than the last one. I bought myself a pen and a lovely bracelet for the summertime, and a pretty little necklace that I haven't worn it yet. That's why it's still in the packet. And to add to this seaside collection, I purchased this not at the seaside but just in the local shops, but because it's got shell on it, which represents seaside, seashell, and it's a cup or a mug. And this one is a shell that I had many years before. It's a plant pot holder for plants, so I bought it for decorative purpose, to put my plants in. So it usually sits on the windowsill, but I haven't been using it for a few years now, so I'm just including it in this haul video to complete it. And my last item is not really seaside related, but it's for everyday use. I went into a boutique at the seaside, and they sell a lot of lovely things, handbags, shoes, purses, things also for children, and I thought I'll treat myself to this new purse. My husband paid for it for me, so it's a gift with lovely butterfly in my favorite color, pink, with a lovely bow on it. So I really like it very much. So this brings me to the end of this haul video, seaside haul from 2018 and 2019. I don't think I'll be visiting the seaside for this year again, so this is the complete haul video of things I purchased while at the seaside. I hope you will enjoy seeing them, and if you like anything, then next time when you visit, hopefully they'll still be having them, so you could purchase a few magnets and such a like for yourself. Thanks again for watching. Bye.